In our relentless quest for meaning and purpose, we often find ourselves caught in the relentless current of everyday life. This whirlwind, with its dizzying array of demands and expectations, can leave us feeling lost, overwhelmed, and questioning the very essence of our existence. We live in an era marked by astonishing technological advancements and rapid societal changes, where the latest gadgets and trends seem to promise happiness and fulfillment. Yet, beneath this modern veneer, there lies a persistent, nagging question: are we truly content? Are we living lives of genuine meaning and purpose? The complexity of the modern world, with its unending race for success and recognition, often leads us to overlook the fundamental aspects of life that offer true satisfaction. Our days are filled with tasks, deadlines, and digital distractions, pulling us further away from the introspective journey of self-discovery. In this maze of modernity, the essential questions of existence: who am I? What is my purpose? How can I find happiness? Remain unanswered, lost in the noise of our busy lives. But what if the answers to these profound questions lie not in the relentless pursuit of more technology, more trends, more material possessions, but in a philosophy that dates back over 2 millennia? What if the key to understanding ourselves and navigating the complexities of our world is found in the ancient wisdom of Stoicism? Today, we delve into Stoicism, a philosophy that has stood the test of time, offering guidance and wisdom that is as relevant now as it was in ancient Greece and Rome. Stoicism teaches us how to live fulfilling and resilient lives, not by chasing external achievements or material success, but by looking inward and understanding the true nature of our existence. Stoicism isn't just a set of abstract concepts, it's a practical guide for living. It offers actionable insights into managing our emotions, making ethical decisions, and finding inner peace amidst chaos. This philosophy teaches us to focus on what we can control, our thoughts, actions, and reactions, and to let go of what we cannot. It reminds us that true happiness comes not from external sources but from within. As we explore Stoicism, we uncover its timeless principles and learn how to apply them to our contemporary lives. We discover how to embrace adversity, cultivate inner strength, and develop a mindset that views challenges as opportunities for growth. Stoicism shows us the path to a life of simplicity, gratitude, and harmony, a life where we are in tune with our true selves and our place in the world. In a world that often feels chaotic and uncertain, Stoicism stands as a beacon of clarity and purpose. It invites us to slow down, reflect, and reconnect with the enduring truths about human nature and the art of living well. Join us as we journey through the rich landscape of Stoic philosophy, uncovering its treasures and learning how to build lives of lasting fulfillment and resilience. Stoicism, distinct from many other philosophical schools, offers a unique approach to the tumult of daily life. This venerable philosophy stands out not because it delves into esoteric or metaphysical mysteries, but because it centers on the practicalities of everyday existence. It's a philosophy deeply rooted in the real world, addressing the issues we face from the moment we wake until we lay our heads down at night. One of the most striking aspects of Stoicism is its focus on providing tangible solutions to life's myriad challenges. In a world where stress seems to be a constant companion, where emotions can often run high and unmanaged, Stoicism steps in as a guiding force. It doesn't merely offer coping mechanisms, it teaches us how to transform our approach to these challenges. We learn to view stress not as an overwhelming force, but as a manageable aspect of life, one that we have the power to understand, interpret, and respond to constructively. Moreover, Stoicism offers profound insights into the management of our emotions. In the face of anger, anxiety, or sadness, Stoicism doesn't instruct us to suppress these feelings. Instead, it teaches us to examine them, understand their origins, and address them in a manner that is both healthy and productive. This emotional intelligence is at the heart of Stoicism, the ability to navigate our emotional landscape with wisdom and clarity. But Stoicism's appeal extends even further. It's a philosophy that cultivates personal resilience, an invaluable trait in our often unpredictable world. Stoicism teaches us that while we cannot control every aspect of our lives, we have absolute power over our reactions and attitudes. This realization is empowering. It encourages us to focus our energy and efforts on our own actions and perspectives, which are the true determinants of our quality of life. The pursuit of inner peace is another cornerstone of Stoicism. In a society that constantly pulls us in multiple directions, urging us to want more, be more, and do more, Stoicism whispers a different message, one of contentment, simplicity, and peace. It guides us towards finding fulfillment not in external achievements or possessions, but in our own thoughts and actions. Stoicism teaches us to appreciate the present, to find joy in the ordinary, and to cultivate a sense of tranquility regardless of external circumstances. Furthermore, Stoicism is a philosophy of empowerment. It hands us the reins of our lives, urging us to take responsibility for our actions and thoughts. In doing so, it places us at the center of our own universe, not as passive observers but as active, engaged participants. This empowerment is liberating. It shifts our perspective from a sense of helplessness in the face of life's challenges to one of capable agency. In essence, Stoicism is about focusing on what truly matters. It helps us sift through the noise and distractions of everyday life to uncover what is genuinely important. It teaches us to prioritize our values, our well-being, and our personal growth. In a world brimming with complexity, Stoicism offers a clear, pragmatic path to a fulfilling and resilient life. As we delve deeper into the tenets of Stoicism, we discover a philosophy that is not only intellectually stimulating but also immensely practical. It resonates with those who seek not just to understand life but to live it well. Stoicism doesn't promise an easy life, but it does offer a meaningful one, filled with growth, wisdom, and a deep sense of satisfaction. The roots of Stoicism, a philosophy as timeless as it is profound, reach deep into the rich soils of ancient Greece and Rome. Here, in the bustling agorus and the marble-lined forums, Stoicism began its journey, a path that would see it influence countless lives across millennia. Its inception is not just a tale of abstract thought but a chronicle of practical wisdom applied in the crucible of daily life. In the pantheon of Stoic philosophers, names like Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius shine brightly. These weren't detached scholars, secluded in ivory towers, musing over theoretical conundrums. No, these were individuals deeply entrenched in the very fabric of societal life, grappling with issues that resonate with us even today. Seneca, with his keen insights and eloquent prose, navigated the treacherous waters of politics in the Roman Empire. His life, marked by immense wealth and formidable influence, was also riddled with moral and ethical dilemmas. He faced adversity, exile, and eventually a tragic end. Yet, through all this, his writings provide a window into a mind striving for moral clarity and ethical living, offering guidance on how to balance power with principle. Then there's Epictetus, a figure whose very existence was a testament to the Stoic ideals of resilience and inner freedom. Born into slavery, his life was a stark contrast to that of Seneca, yet his teachings bridge this divide. Epictetus' enduring message, that our true power lies not in external circumstances but in our attitudes and choices, was born from a life of apparent powerlessness. His lived experience, a journey from enslavement to revered teacher, embodies the Stoic principle that it's not what happens to us, but how we respond, that defines our lives. And of course, Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher king, whose name is often synonymous with Stoicism. Here was the most powerful man in the known world, an emperor of Rome, who could have easily succumbed to the corrupting influence of absolute power. Yet, in his Meditations, a series of personal reflections and admonitions, we find a soul striving for virtue amidst the trappings of power. His writings reveal a man deeply aware of his own imperfections, constantly striving to align his actions with his principles. They offer a unique perspective, a manual on virtuous leadership and personal integrity from someone who lived at the very pinnacle of power. These luminaries, and many others, wove their life experiences into the fabric of Stoicism, creating a philosophy not of abstraction, but of practical application. They didn't retreat from the world but engaged with it, using their philosophical insights to navigate complex personal and public challenges. The historical background of Stoicism thus serves as a powerful reminder that this philosophy is grounded in real-world experiences. It emerged not as an academic exercise, but as a way of life, a means to live with dignity, resilience, and virtue in a world that is often unpredictable and challenging. The lessons imparted by these ancient thinkers continue to echo through the ages, offering timeless wisdom for contemporary issues. As we explore their teachings, we are reminded that the questions and challenges we face today are not so different from those of the past. Stoicism, therefore, stands not as a relic of a bygone era, but as a living, breathing guide for navigating the complexities of modern life. At the heart of Stoicism lies a principle of profound simplicity and transformative power, the distinction between what is within our control and what is not. This fundamental insight, a beacon of Stoic thought, has guided seekers of wisdom for centuries, offering a path to serenity and empowerment in a world often seen as chaotic and unpredictable. Epictetus, a stalwart figure in Stoic philosophy, encapsulated this concept with elegant clarity. His teachings revolve around the idea that true power, true freedom, resides not in trying to control external events, an effort often fraught with frustration and futility, but in mastering our own responses. Imagine a world where events, in themselves, hold no sway over our peace of mind, where our tranquility is disturbed not by occurrences but only by our reactions to them. This is the world envisioned by Epictetus, a realm where the tumult of life meets the unassailable fortress of a well-fortified mind. Marcus Aurelius, a name synonymous with Stoic wisdom, offers a complementary perspective. Through his personal writings, a series of reflections penned amidst the responsibilities of leading an empire, he underscores the importance of self-reflection and mental clarity. His words serve as a reminder that amid life's storms, the sanctuary of a clear, composed mind is our greatest refuge. Aurelius teaches us that turmoil is not inherent in situations but in the cluttered and reactive state of our own minds. By cultivating a space of internal calm, we can navigate life's complexities with poise and equanimity. This Stoic principle of focusing on what we can control, our thoughts, intentions, and actions, is not a call to passivity or resignation. Quite the contrary, it's a call to action of the most profound kind. It's an invitation to engage with life proactively, to make choices based on virtue and integrity, and to contribute positively to the world, while releasing attachment to outcomes beyond our reach. The Stoic practice of differentiating between the controllable and the uncontrollable teaches us to invest our energy wisely. In a world that often urges us to spread ourselves thin, chasing every desire and fretting over every setback, Stoicism beckons us to center our efforts on our own character and choices. It's a philosophy that equips us to face life's challenges with resilience, to meet uncertainty with a steady heart, and to embrace change with flexibility and courage. Moreover, the Stoic emphasis on self-reflection is a powerful tool for personal growth. In the quiet moments of introspection, we find clarity about our values, our goals, and the kind of life we wish to lead. This self-awareness is pivotal in navigating life's journey, ensuring that our actions are aligned with our deepest convictions. Marcus Aurelius, in his contemplative writings, serves as a model for this introspective journey, demonstrating how self-examination can lead to a life of purpose and virtue. In essence, the Stoic principles in action are about living intentionally and authentically. They guide us to take ownership of our inner world, to respond to life's events with wisdom and discernment, and to cultivate an inner landscape where peace and clarity reign. As we embrace these principles, we discover a way of living that is both deeply fulfilling and profoundly empowering. Stoicism, thus, is not just a philosophy to be studied, it is a way of life to be lived, a path to be walked, leading to a life of harmony, strength, and tranquility. In today's fast-paced, constantly evolving society, Stoicism emerges not as an archaic relic, but as a beacon of practical wisdom. Its relevance echoes through the corridors of time, offering a robust framework to manage the unique pressures of the 21st century. In a world characterized by rapid technological advancements, social media overload, and a relentless pursuit of success, Stoicism provides a grounding force, reminding us of what truly matters. Consider the professional realm, where competition and ambition often lead to stress and burnout. Stoicism doesn't advocate for a disengagement from our careers or ambitions. Instead, it teaches us to approach our professional lives with a mindset of equanimity and integrity. It encourages us to define success not solely in terms of titles and salaries but in the quality of our work and the virtue of our actions. Stoicism invites us to view career challenges not as insurmountable obstacles but as opportunities for personal growth and character development. In our personal lives, Stoicism proves equally transformative. Faced with the daily challenges of relationships, health, and personal aspirations, Stoicism guides us to maintain a balance. It teaches us that while we strive for personal and familial well-being, our happiness shouldn't be contingent on perfect circumstances. Stoicism helps us cultivate an inner resilience, enabling us to face life's ups and downs with a composed and steady heart. Furthermore, in a world rife with global uncertainties, be they economic, environmental, or political, Stoicism offers a lens of clarity and perspective. It reminds us that while we may not have control over global events, our power lies in our responses to them. Stoicism encourages us to engage with the world responsibly and compassionately, but without attaching our inner peace to external outcomes beyond our influence. The Stoic response to life's adversities is not one of resignation, but of active engagement and wise action. It teaches us the art of acceptance, not a passive surrender, but a conscious acknowledgement of the nature of things. In the face of situations we cannot change, Stoicism guides us to shift our focus from futile resistance to thoughtful adaptation. This acceptance is not an admission of defeat, but a recognition of reality, laying the groundwork for a constructive response. When it comes to factors within our sphere of influence, Stoicism encourages us to act with both wisdom and courage. It prompts us to ask ourselves, what is the most virtuous, the most honorable way to handle this situation? This question becomes our North Star, guiding our decisions and actions. Whether it's a professional challenge, where we strive to act with integrity and excellence, or a personal dilemma, where we seek to maintain compassion and understanding, Stoicism helps us respond in a manner that aligns with our deepest values. Moreover, Stoicism offers a unique perspective on dealing with the inevitable struggles of life. It teaches us that the true measure of our character is not determined by our circumstances, but by how we respond to them. In every challenge lies an opportunity for growth, for developing resilience, and for cultivating a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. Stoicism encourages us to view each obstacle as a teacher, each setback as a chance to practice virtues like patience, fortitude, and temperance. In the Stoic view, our greatest trials often become our most profound sources of learning and transformation. The hardships we endure can become the forge in which our character is tempered and strengthened. By practicing Stoic principles, we learn to see beyond the immediate pain or discomfort of a situation, recognizing the potential for personal evolution and heightened awareness that these challenges offer. Stoicism also teaches us the value of perspective in the face of difficulties. It encourages us to zoom out and view our problems within the broader tapestry of life. This broader perspective helps us recognize that many of the issues that consume our attention are, in the grand scheme of things, relatively minor. It's a reminder to focus on what truly matters: our character, our relationships, and our contributions to the world. By internalizing and practicing Stoic principles, we cultivate a sense of inner peace and resilience that remains unshaken by life's vicissitudes. We learn to navigate the ebb and flow of existence with a steady hand and a tranquil heart. In doing so, we not only enhance our own well-being but also become a source of strength and inspiration for those around us. Stoicism, therefore, is not just a personal philosophy, it's a way of life that enriches us and our communities, guiding us through life's challenges with wisdom, dignity, and grace. In our exploration of Stoicism, we encounter a profound understanding of emotional well-being that stands in stark contrast to many modern approaches. In a world where emotions often reign supreme, dictating our reactions and decisions. Stoicism offers a refreshing and empowering perspective. It teaches us not to be slaves to our emotions but masters of them. This mastery, however, is not about suppression or denial. It is about understanding, processing, and guiding our emotions in constructive ways. Stoicism invites us to a state of emotional equanimity, where we can experience feelings without being overwhelmed by them. This philosophy teaches us that while we cannot always control what we feel, we have the power to control how we react to those feelings. It encourages us to take a step back, to view our emotions through the lens of objectivity and rationality. By doing so, we can understand the root causes of our emotions, discern their validity, and decide the most appropriate course of action. This Stoic approach to emotions is not a call to become emotionless or apathetic. On the contrary, it is about developing a deeper emotional intelligence. It involves recognizing our emotions, understanding their messages, and then using that knowledge to respond in ways that are aligned with our values and goals. Stoicism teaches us that emotions are natural and valuable aspects of the human experience, but they should not be the sole drivers of our behavior. For instance, in moments of anger or frustration, Stoicism doesn't instruct us to simply swallow these feelings. Instead, it guides us to question the source of our anger, to examine whether it is justified and what it reveals about our expectations and perceptions. This introspective process allows us to respond to situations with clarity and composure, rather than reacting impulsively. Similarly, in times of sadness or despair, Stoicism doesn't suggest that we ignore these feelings. Rather, it offers us tools to navigate through them with grace. We are encouraged to acknowledge our sadness, understand its context, and then gently steer ourselves towards perspectives and actions that can alleviate our pain and foster healing. Moreover, Stoicism's emphasis on emotional well-being extends to cultivating positive emotions such as joy, gratitude, and love. It teaches us to savor the simple pleasures of life, to appreciate the beauty in the ordinary, and to foster deep and meaningful connections with others. Stoicism reminds us that while we should not be overly attached to external sources of happiness, we can find profound joy in living a life of virtue, purpose, and connection. In essence, Stoicism offers a balanced and holistic approach to emotional well-being. It empowers us to be in control of our emotional states, not through suppression or denial, but through understanding, acceptance, and reasoned choice. By integrating Stoic principles into our lives, we can navigate the emotional landscape with wisdom and grace, enhancing our mental health and contributing to a more harmonious and fulfilling life. As we continue to delve into the rich teachings of Stoicism, we uncover invaluable insights that not only enhance our understanding of ourselves but also improve our interactions with the world around us. Stoicism, thus, is not merely a philosophy for the intellect. It is a guide for the heart and soul, leading us towards a life of emotional balance, well-being, and genuine contentment. As we delve deeper into the enduring legacy of Stoicism, we uncover its profound and far-reaching impact on various facets of modern life. This ancient philosophy, rooted in the teachings of thinkers like Zeno, Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius, has transcended time and geography, continuing to influence and inspire. From the realms of psychology to the corridors of leadership, from personal development to community resilience, the Stoic philosophy offers timeless wisdom that resonates across ages and cultures. In the field of psychology, particularly in the development of cognitive behavioral therapy, Stoicism's influence is unmistakable. The Stoic practice of examining and challenging our thoughts, a central tenet of cognitive behavioral therapy, has helped countless individuals overcome negative thinking patterns and emotional difficulties. This practice, rooted in Stoicism, teaches us that it's not events themselves that disturb us, but our interpretation of these events. By adopting a Stoic approach, we learn to question and reframe our thoughts, leading to healthier, more adaptive ways of viewing the world and ourselves. Stoicism's impact is equally significant in the domain of leadership. The Stoic virtues of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance provide a framework for ethical and effective leadership. In an era where leadership is often challenged by complex ethical dilemmas and rapid change, the Stoic model of leadership, exemplified by Marcus Aurelius, offers a beacon of integrity, resilience, and foresight. Leaders who embrace Stoic principles tend to lead by example, prioritize the greater good, and maintain composure in the face of adversity, qualities that are essential in today's dynamic and interconnected world. The universality of Stoic wisdom is also evident in its adoption across diverse cultures and eras. Stoicism has found resonance in Eastern philosophies, paralleling concepts found in Buddhism and Taoism, such as the acceptance of the natural order and the pursuit of inner peace. Its principles have been woven into the fabric of various religious and spiritual traditions, underscoring the common human quest for understanding, virtue, and contentment. Moreover, the Stoic approach to life continues to inspire individuals seeking a more meaningful and grounded existence. In our fast-paced, materialistic world, Stoicism calls us to a life of simplicity, purpose, and inner fulfillment. It teaches us to focus on what truly matters: our character, our relationships, and our contributions to the world, rather than fleeting pleasures or external validations. By doing so, Stoicism guides us towards a life that is not only more satisfying but also more aligned with our true nature and values. Stoicism also encourages a sense of community and shared humanity. It teaches us to view others with empathy and understanding, fostering a sense of connection and mutual respect. This aspect of Stoicism is particularly relevant in our modern world, where social divisions and isolation are prevalent. By embracing Stoic principles, we can cultivate communities that are more compassionate, resilient, and supportive, enhancing our collective well-being. The legacy of Stoicism is thus a living, breathing testament to its enduring relevance and practicality. It continues to offer insights and guidance that are applicable to our lives today, addressing the fundamental human quest for wisdom, virtue, and fulfillment. As we navigate the complexities of the modern world, the teachings of Stoicism remain a valuable source of inspiration and guidance, helping us to lead lives that are not only more thoughtful and intentional but also more connected and enriching. As we draw our exploration of Stoicism to a close, we find ourselves standing at the crossroads of ancient wisdom and modern application. Reflecting on the teachings of this enduring philosophy, it becomes increasingly evident that Stoicism is not a relic of the past, but a living guide, as relevant today as it was in the Agorus of ancient Greece and the forums of Rome. Its principles offer a robust framework for navigating the complexities of our contemporary world, providing a compass for personal development, emotional resilience, and ethical living. Stoicism, with its profound insights into human nature, teaches us how to lead lives that are not only more peaceful and centered but also rich with impact and fulfillment. It empowers us to cultivate a sense of inner tranquility, not through the absence of challenges, but through a deeper understanding and mastery of our responses to them. In a world often characterized by noise and haste, Stoicism invites us to slow down, to reflect, and to connect with our core selves. The philosophy's emphasis on personal development is particularly resonant. It encourages us to embark on a lifelong journey of self-improvement, not in pursuit of perfection, but in the quest to become the best versions of ourselves. Through the practice of virtues such as wisdom, courage, and temperance, Stoicism guides us in making choices that align with our deepest values, leading to a life of authenticity and purpose. Emotional resilience, another cornerstone of Stoicism, is increasingly vital in our fast-paced and often uncertain world. Stoicism teaches us to face life's vicissitudes with composure and strength, cultivating an inner fortitude that can withstand the ebbs and flows of life. This resilience is not about suppressing our emotions but about understanding them, managing them wisely, and maintaining our equilibrium even in turbulent times. Furthermore, the ethical dimension of Stoicism challenges us to live not just for ourselves but for the greater good. It inspires us to act with justice and compassion, to contribute positively to our communities, and to approach our interactions with others with empathy and understanding. In doing so, Stoicism helps us build not only a meaningful life for ourselves but also a better world for all. As we embrace Stoic principles, we find that our lives become more peaceful, centered, and impactful. We learn to appreciate the present moment, to cherish the simple joys of life, and to face our challenges with grace and wisdom. Stoicism, therefore, is much more than a philosophical doctrine, it is a practical guide to living well. In conclusion, the teachings of Stoicism offer us a timeless blueprint for living a life of clarity, virtue, and satisfaction. It is a philosophy that speaks directly to the heart of what it means to be human, addressing our deepest yearnings for wisdom, tranquility, and meaning. As we navigate the journey of life, let us carry with us the insights and lessons of Stoicism, allowing them to illuminate our path and enrich our existence. Thank you for joining us on this enlightening journey through Stoicism. If these teachings have resonated with you, we invite you to continue exploring, questioning, and growing. Remember to subscribe to the Philosophy for Winners channel for more content that delves into the transformative power of philosophy, and share this video to spread the wisdom of Stoicism. Together, let's embark on a path of continuous learning and personal evolution, inspired by the timeless teachings of the Stoics. Remember, the path to a wise and contented life is within your reach. Start walking it today. Start walking it today.